Okay, so a lot of you have been asking about my antique jack that you see in a lot of my videos, and I have been using this thing probably now for a good 10 years. I picked it up at an estate sale, gave the guy $40 for it. Now, there is a story behind this jack, which I will tell you here in a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a nice look at it here. This is from 1938, believe it or not. It is a 5,000-pound jack, and it is no light jack. It weighs 130 pounds. This thing, I pretty much have to take both hands and turn it over. And let me give you a little closer look at it here. Now, I have abused this jack. It stays outside. It does need some work, but it still functions just fine for me. And you can probably see some of the roller bearings sticking out down there on the bottom. Now, I thought about restoring this jack. Let me know in the comments section, do you think I should restore this jack and bring it back to its original look and everything? I'm not sure what color it is, but the paint that was on it when I got it was red, so I assume that it is red. And the way you operate this jack, you have a little foot pedal right here. And the idea is, if you want it to go down, you flip it down like that, and the weight on the end of that jack there, on the end down there, the weight, what it does, it actually lets this rock a little bit and it goes down on its own. Now, if you want it to go up, you simply take your foot, push down like this, and then you just simply do this, and you can see it going up. And like I said, it's been a really pretty decent jack. I thought about going to Harbor Freight and buying one, but you know, this is pretty functional. I'll leave it outside, but if I do restore it, probably going to have to bring it inside somewhere. Now, there is a couple tags on it, and this jack has a patent. This is called a roll-a-car jack. And there's the tag you can see right there. It tells you to keep it clean, oil it up every 30 days or so, and I guess it'll keep doing its job. It is some very heavy steel. And there's a secondary tag on this side. You might be able to see this one a little bit better. And this is a Walker roll-a-car, patent number 1437-606, number 740. And there's a capacity at 5,000 pounds. I don't know how well you can see that. But this is was made by the Walker Manufacturing Racine Company in looks like Wisconsin. And the patent number is actually a lot longer than there's. Actually, there's one, let's see, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 14 numbers for the patent number, so pretty interesting to see that on there. I don't know how well you can see that, but there it is. And it's got a pretty long handle. And the only downfall with this jack is, as you're jacking it up and rolling it around, when you have, let me go ahead and just set it down as far as it'll go. There we go. And I noticed the more oil you put on it, actually it came back up, it needs oiled a little bit. The more oil I put in here, the easier this thing will slide. What I was going to say, the only downside is, if you look closely right here, when this is all the way down in the down position, you can see right here how this is wearing. This actually hits the bottom of the concrete if you're on a concrete floor, and when you move it around, it does start to wear. And I'm going to have to somehow fix that eventually. Let me see if I can turn this on its side for you. If I can do it with one hand, I don't know. Alright. Alright, there we go. And you can see how the bottom is worn down pretty nicely there. So this is something I'm going to have to do. I do have a welder, and I think I can probably build that up and fix it like it should be. Now, like I said, bearings are, well, they're working. They do need greased. And let's see, there is a casting number there. So we'll flip it back up. Well, let's look at these wheels here. Now, these wheels here are ball bearings. And if you're going to lift 5,000 pounds, you need some good bearings. And the wheels, you know, they're a little loose, but it really does need to be restored. And let's see, set it back up for you guys. Now, you do have a couple of positions here. You can move this handle. You pull this guy here up, And you can bring this up like this. And you can set the handle up a little higher. And you have even a lower position hole right here that you could drop it down into. Now the track that it's on, right here there's a track. You see this little guy here? This rolls back and forth, and it keeps this whole arm here kind of level and gives it a lot of support so you can actually lift up the 5,000 pounds. Okay, so what we'll do, I want to bring this all the way down in the lowest position I can get this. And we're going to see how long this thing is. All right. So we got this laying all the way flat. I got a tape measure here. Let's just measure this and see how long it is. All right. So this thing is it's 7 foot 2 inches long. So this is a heavy duty jack. And also something else I didn't notice until today. If I bring this back up, let's see if I can do this with one hand. Oh. There is actually a third hat and tag right there. 5,000 pounds. Walker. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I restore it? Have you ever seen a jack like this? Would you use something like this in your garage? Like I said, I have no problem with it. It works well for me, and leaving it outside, it'll last a little bit longer, but I really do need to bring it back inside and cover it up. And you can see the handle here. This is actually two-pieced. They got some big pins in there. And if we follow this all the way down, we have, this guy's actually broke, so that needs to be replaced. So if I do a good cleaning and sand it down a little bit, I think it might be worth restoring and keeping. And by the way, this wheel here, oh, now I just remembered. It's been so long since I've actually messed with anything. I just usually jack a car up and jack it down. This here, let's see. Oh no, that actually, what happens if you get this really, really low and you want to get this up really quick, you take your foot and you spin this, and what that does, it brings that up. That's what that was for. So, and let's see how high up in the air this actually goes. All right, so we got our tape measure here. Might be kind of hard to do with one hand. Goes up about 16 inches, which is fairly high. As long as you can get this up under like a suspension part or an axle, you can really get the wheel up in the air quite far. And you can see these bolts. Got massive bolts. Those look like maybe 1 1/4 inch nuts and bolts. And let's see, in the other, there is a better look right there of where that is wearing when it hits the ground. Of course, this part here is not wearing because when this is all the way down, these two are actually flush. So, but you know, it's a little wore out, nothing terrible, but it's amazing that it's lasted this long. The story behind this jack was, I bought it at an estate sale, and the guy that used to own it had a farm, and he was out on his tractor one day, and during a storm, and lightning hit his tractor, and he did not survive. So the kids, I guess, the family closed up the farm, and they sold everything, and this is how I ended up getting this. So, been an interesting jack so far. But people drive by all the time, look at it, they want to buy it, and I said, nah, that's my outdoor jack. But I thought I'd make a quick video for you guys and let you get a kind of look at it here. And there's a wheel here. When you spin this wheel, this pin here locks. And as you're cranking this handle, it actually locks here and holds that until you do the next cycle, and vice versa. And the same thing for up and down. And when you go to put this like in the down position, if you watch right here, that goes in a different position. So it actually lets the wheel go the opposite direction. So for the 30s, it's pretty cool engineering from, I believe, 1938. I've seen some other pictures of these restored online, and they're really beautiful. So I don't know. So I'm going to continue using it as long as I can. So there you go, guys. I thought I'd make a quick video. Like I said, a lot of you have been asking about my jack, and that's the story behind it, and that's a quick look at it. Comment in the section below. Should I restore it, make another video later, let you look at it, or should I just leave it alone and just use it? Alright, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and until my next video, I will see you later.